What's going on, guys? Culprit here. Welcome back to my Let's Play Alpha 16. I have no idea what episode this is. I'm sorry. I probably should have looked at that first, but I didn't. Basically, I've made a couple decisions I wanted to share with you guys. First, I wanted to do a couple acts of house cleaning. First of all, Mr. Rusty Walker, you've been replying and commenting on a lot of the videos. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you watching. You don't have a Google Plus account, so I can't reply to your comments. You make really good comments. You seem to have experience with the game, so it'd be good to have a dialogue. You got to make a Google Plus account so I can reply to you in your comments. It's up to you, but if you don't, that's fine. Just understand that's why I'm not replying to you, not because I don't want to. That goes for everybody. Make sure you have a Google Plus account. That's how Google and YouTube works it now. They're forcing you to have a Google Plus account. There's a variety of different reasons there, so that's your choice. Just understand that YouTubers cannot reply to your comments unless you have a Google Plus account. Second order of business. Wow, oh wow. I asked you guys for feedback on if I missed any tunnels. And one of you guys did. Again, I didn't look at the name. I apologize. I usually do. I'm a little frazzled today. I got another son home sick. I have a doozy of a tunnel here, and I totally missed it. And now I find that I have another one. So I've been pretty lax. I've been focusing on other areas, the trees and things. I'm trying to get some money, and I'll get to that why in a minute. But you can see here, I have got to... Oh, that's right. It's in here or something, isn't it? Where the hell? How do we do this again? Move tunnels. There we go. Move tunnels. Now I'm going to look a little closer now. I have the game paused, obviously. I went back and I watched the footage, and one of you guys are like, oh, you're missing... Why is this? Toilet. Why is there not a toilet in there? Okay. Where is the toilet? It's been a couple days since I've played, so clearly I've obviously forgotten everything. That's how it feels anyway. Basically what I'm going to talk about today is how we're going to wrap this series up. I've kind of decided that we're going to wrap this prison up. This prison is running too good for its own good, so we're going to try to stretch those boundaries a little bit. See what we can get away with so that we can learn while we move into the next one. I've said time and time again, the reason I'm leaving this prison is because there is going to be a new build coming out. They do monthly new builds. It's the end of the month. I anticipate a new build fairly soon, and I'd like to start that. We're going to start a whole other season. We'll start a new prison. With that said, I want you guys to think about certain challenges, ways you might like to see me go about it, a certain style of prison, whatever. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. And, for next time, we're going to go that route. Probably go all high security. Maybe you want, like, a farm-based low security thing. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. So give it some thought. Give me some feedback in the comments. We're probably going to try to wrap this up in a couple episodes now. I might even just bang it out in one session here. Actually, I won't because I'm going to be waiting for your feedback. So, basically, in the meantime, I'm going to be moving on to other games. I'm going to play RimWorld. That just launched a nice big alpha update. I'm going to be getting that. I have that game. I just haven't gotten into it yet. Haven't played it. I've known a little bit. I've watched a little bit of a Let's Play. I'm very intrigued by it. It's actually fairly similar to this game as far as construction and things go. Obviously, you're trying to build a base to keep enemies out, but in the same vein. Very based off Dwarf Fortress, which I'm a huge fan. If you guys don't know, if you didn't follow the Timber and Stone series, huge fan of Dwarf Fortress. Love the game. I love all these Kickstarter games and things coming off of Dwarf Fortress. Timber and Stone, I mentioned it. I will be doing a Let's Play of that as well. I think what the plan right now is I'm going to try to do RimWorld and Timber and Stone at the same time, maybe alternate days for you guys. Have 2 Let's Plays going. It's a little ambitious, I know, but I do have some time right now. It's winter time. Hopefully I can do that for you guys. I think I owe you a Timber and Stone series. Most of you guys are here for Timber and Stone. I apologize for that. I'll get into my reasons why it's taken so long when I kick that Let's Play off. We'll cover that. So look for RimWorld Let's Play. Look for a Timber and Stone Let's Play, probably kicking off in the next week or so. As we wrap this one up. But that will not be the end of Prison Architect, so don't go anywhere. We're just going to wait for the new build, and we're going to get into Prison Architect Season 2, Prison Turn 2, whatever you want to call it, whenever that comes out, and we kind of see, once the bugs settle out and things like that. I'm loving this game. I'm not going anywhere. I really do enjoy it. It's just a classic, kind of charming little game, lots of fun, and has an interesting twist on a genre I play. I play Castle Defender and those types of games like Timber and Stone, where you build the base, you keep the enemies out. RimWorld, where you keep the aliens and raiders out. Obviously, this is where you're keeping the people in, so it's just kind of a fun little twist on the series. So, last episode, you guys are seeing some of the construction there. You see, we expanded this building here. Solitary, cleaning, big laundry room, some staff rooms, some utilities. Our canteen and kitchen is done well. I planned that out very well in the beginning. I'm very happy with that. I've added some tables and things. God, it looks like a pigsty. I'm going to have to up my cleaning crews, I guess. I might have to add another room. Maybe I'll add a room over here so I can get some more big cleaning crew going. I have plenty of workers, and I don't have enough jobs, so I might as well do it. Big yard. Give them some recreation. As you can see, I've got a big tree operation. Auto-saving, of course. Big tree operation going over here. I'm actually going to let this start moving a little bit so they can get those tunnels out. This is money. This is money in the bank right here. It's quite a bit of money. I have 100K roughly now. I'm going to cash this in. I have no idea how much this is, but this is going to fund our next big great works, and that's going to be the cell block over here, because here's the idea, guys. I'm going to build this big cell block. I'm going to all max security. Try to really, I want to get to 300 inmates at least. And then I'm going to leave it up to you guys. How are we going to wind this down? Are we going to burn this thing to the ground? Had an idea. Maybe I will fire all the cooks. And we'll see. That's got to be like pulling the pin on a grenade, right? So, see, I imagine it wouldn't take the prisoners very long to start to riot and lose their stuff, and we're just going to watch them burn this prison to the ground. Because we haven't really seen, we've seen some, small-scale riots, we've seen some murders, that kind of thing, fights. Haven't seen anything go haywire, because, truthfully, this design's worked very, very well. And so let's just see how that end goes. I've seen it before on some of my failures, but some of you guys haven't, so I figured you might be interested in seeing that. This is not good. These are high security living in the holding cell as we kind of tackled that issue. I'd like to get them out. So I think that's all the things I want to cover. So tell me how you want to wrap this up. Do you want to wrap it up in a blaze of glory, fire and flames, all those types of things? I don't like how all these guys are going to come in through that one door. I might add another door here, just kind of break that up. But I don't know how much it's actually going to break up. But that's nuts and bolts. Might not even get to that. But in essence, we will be winding this prison down. How do you want me to end it? Do you want me to just kind of let it ride off into the sunset? No, I'm going to have this save game. I'm going to have it saved, so we can always revisit if we wanted to. But I think it might be more fun to just see the prisoners go nuts. Unfortunately, we're going to watch some guards die, but I think it'd be good. It'd be funny, so we'll see how that works. That whole end of the game works. So let me know, guys. It's day 79 going to day 80. That's a lot of time. That's pretty successful for the prison. Actually, just out of curiosity, what is my valuation? So there you go. I could walk with $1 million. I'm not going to do that. I like to start fresh, but I will save this just in case for some reason I do want to walk with a lot of money. We want to make some kind of mega prison. I will have this as a nice, for those who don't know, I could sell this prison right now and move on and start with a blank slate with $1 million in my pocket. And that's basically more money that you can almost spend. So if we want to do something really extravagant down the line, I'll have this save game and we can do that. Otherwise, everything is pretty darn good. And you see, I haven't even maxed out my space. I'm getting there. So I started going over here and started designing. And I was going to just kind of build it and come in and start an episode with you guys and be like, surprise, this is what we're doing. But I figured you might want to see a little bit of the designing phase. Because most of these things I've designed and then built. Like I did the one big design episode, but I didn't design with you. I did the design and when we went through it and we talked about it. And these I've pretty much just built and then told you about it afterwards. So this time I figured I will design it with you. And then I'll build it off camera. And I'll come back and it'll be done. And then we'll see the uptake of prisoners come in. We got 100 maximum security right now. We should have more normal security. We could open that up, can't we? The problem that happens here is normal security leaves very quickly. So I'm going to open up for just normals. So we can take some more normals. We've got only 33, and I think, what did we say these were? These are like 48 cell blocks. So I've got plenty of, all this capacity is basically, that 40 capacity is for normal capacity, normal security inmates. So what I'm going to do is just do a rough design here, kind of tell you guys what I'm thinking. Again, I'm going to pump this up a little bit. So let's get into it. Here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm just going to fill this whole space. I'm not really sure how far back. I'm going to let everything dictate. And what is going on? There we go. My frames are dropping. It must be because of all the inmates. You see here, these are my standard. I'm going with the shower in the cell. That's just the best way to do it, I found. You can see the rough cuts here. This takes a lot of time, so I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'll show you actually right here. Basically how I do this is then I go, it's, again, these cells are a pain in the butt to design and build. They take a lot of work, and there's patterns you got to kind of get used to, like right here, door, door here, wall there, door here, wall here. I always go, right, I go, see, I'm looking over here for the cheat sheet, basically. The clone tool doesn't work very good when you do this. It's just not very reliable. And once you kind of get into it, you get used to the pattern, as I say. I just messed myself up. I threw myself out of the rhythm, but you get the idea, and I literally go through here. I think it's like this, is it not? Yep. Obviously, I'm trying to kind of talk to you guys at the same time. And the frames are actually really bad right now, because I guess so many prisoners and things. I'm at 20 or 30. It's also because I'm recording, obviously. But you get the idea. You can see the making of the cells here. I have the dimensions, so I'm not going to do it all out for you on camera. My thinking here is obviously I want 2 gates right here on the main thoroughfares. That's going to be the exits. I might add more down here in time. We'll see. We're going to have to see once the inmates get in it what that will take. I did just do a shakedown, so don't worry. This prison should be fairly safe. Everybody's at work right now. And you can see I have the main laundry. It's going to be right here to service this, which is great. Right here is going to be a power block. I'm going to have a power block in here for its own utility. This power supply here is only going to power this prison. Hopefully that'll be enough. If it's not, I have a space here as well. But that actually doesn't look right. Yeah, it's not right. It should be here. No, I'll just leave that. And this I figured could be a staff room or some kind of utility room. I do want to get a cleaning cupboard in here somewhere, but I figured that could go somewhere else. I figured at some point I'm going to get some irregularities. Like you see, I had to push this wall back just to kind of get a nice walk around. I'd like to have the guards be able to walk around. So I figured irregularities will present themselves, opportunities to make cells. And then what I'm thinking is, as I do, I'm going to do another row of cells here. So we're going to have 2. What is it? I think is it 9? Yeah, it's 9. Sorry guys, the frames are kind of tweaking out, so it's making a little interesting for me. Obviously, this is gonna be another rack of cells here. I mean, you get the idea. Oh, that was silly. Is that right? That's not right. Nope, that's not right. Now you're starting to see why I didn't do this on camera for you guys. I might have played this game a bit, but I still make plenty of mistakes. Is that right? No, that's right. See? And there we go. Yep. Okay. So there you go. You get an idea. That's another rack. Then we're going to go 2 space. I mean, there's going to be a lot of... What did I decide it was? 9, right? And you see, there's going to be a lot of prisoners in there. That's for sure. This should get us plenty of prisoners. Now, let's see. Can we get one more? I think that's probably going to be enough. And then we'll make this the outer wall. So there you go. You get a rough idea what we're looking at. This would be the outer wall back here. I want some space over here. I don't want to go too crazy. I mean, that's going to be... What is this going to be here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 80 per little block. So we're going to get another 80 down here. And then, so that's 100. We'll probably get 200 inmates in this block alone. That's pretty sweet. I mean, I'm basically doubling my capacity with this. So I'm going to mirror this down here. I don't have to do that with you guys. You guys get the idea. I'm just putting cell blocks down here. It is what it is. The thinking in here is to, obviously, like I said, I have a power block here. I'm going to have water here. I'm going to have a water pump here. This way the piping can go wherever I want it to. I'll have large pipes go out here. But the idea here is that if anybody does tunnel to a pipe, they're going to be brought back to this pump. They're going to be brought to the middle of the prison. Those you don't know, if they tunnel and they reach a large block, that's why this one was kind of shady. Let me show you. They were actually quite close. Where was that? That tunnel was here, I believe, right? And they were getting close. If they had gotten to this main pipe, they can then use this pipe to escape. And this pipe would have brought them all the way here, which is pretty darn close. So I think they still would have had to tunnel out here. I don't know how it works. I've never gotten that far. So you want to be careful with the big pipes. That's why you only ever see me bringing the little pipes into the cell blocks, because they can't tunnel through the little blocks. So the idea here is I'll put a pump in here, water pump in here. This way, if they do follow a big pipe, it's going to bring them into the middle rather than towards the edge. But in here, I'm thinking as we kind of get into, I think, let's see here. This is going to be, I'm just doing a rough line here. That's where that wall, because this wall comes off of that. This is going to be the cell blocks down this way, right? We're going to have the cells here. So I'm thinking roughly in here somewhere, since everybody's got their own toilet and shower, I don't need a group shower. In here, I'm going to have some cells in here. Like I said, I want to get about 40. If I could get this up to 200 inmates, that'd be pretty sweet. So, but that would probably even only be about here. That'll be this many cells. So like, let's just think there. So we'll have cells on each side. Again, this is just rough scratch copy. Cells here kind of thing. I'm just doing rough, obviously. Cells here. You guys get the idea. It's a great demo. Again, my frames are tweaking me out. And then cells here. I would think that's going to get me to about 20, cells in here. In this little area, I'm thinking of making this like a common room. So basically phones, pool tables, TVs, that kind of thing. Whatever these guys might need to kind of keep them suppressed and happy. Should be enough room to put some, pool tables down here, a bank of phones, a bank of TVs, that kind of thing. This way they're coming in, they're going to their cells. If they need to, up a little, make a phone call to mom, they can do that. If they need to watch some TV, they can do that. Because the only other place I have that is in here. And I don't have that many TVs for the size of prison I'm going to have, or phones. I do have a bunch of phones out here, which actually I should probably expand that as well. These are going to be a big thing. These guys are quite far from my visitation, so Again, autosave's taking a little bit now with this big prison. So you get the idea. Why am I losing so much money? I just lost... What did I do with that? Am I forgetting? I guess maybe digging out those tunnels? Or no, they probably just finished planting the trees. So that's the idea here. These are obviously all cells. These all cells. These, whatever remainder cells I need to get me to 200. I mean, I might not need these cells or whatever. I'm going to figure it out. Obviously, like I said, I do want to sneak in a cleaning cupboard, but I can do that. Like, I can take over a couple cells or something if I have to. Like, up in this corner, maybe. You know, far away, I can just claim a couple cells here and make a nice cleaning cupboard. I do want it to actually be pretty big, so maybe I'll even use this. We'll see. I don't know that I need a staff room, because I do have a staff room right there. I just thought it might be a good idea, but that's probably the way I'm leaning, actually. Power, water, cleaning cupboard. So those prisoners will report right there, and we'll be good to go. So that's going to be the plan. I'm not going to get too much more in depth. I'm going to go build it out off screen, because this is such a kind of... oh, man, it's such a tedious task. It's not even funny. It's going to take me a lot of time. Think about it. I mean, I'm going to have 200 capacity inmates. That's 200 cells. That's 200 beds I have to place. 200 toilets I have to place. 200 shower drains. All this. And the cloning tool doesn't work very well for this layout I do. It would work okay for this layout because everything's symmetrical. But because these things flip and they don't really... It doesn't really... Let me see. If there's some way, like right there... The problem is I can't... The next cell doesn't work. Now, I could do this and then do this one. And then do that. I might have to think a little more about it, but it just doesn't quite work. You need it to be absolutely symmetrical, and that's probably part of the design I have to really sit down and think in the next prison. Make it modular, make it little cell, because right here it would work. Let me show you the cloning. Cloning is basically copy pasting. Right here, it would roughly work. See, because it would carry, and then the next one you just place here, boom, 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 and it goes. So there might be a way I have to rethink this a little bit to get it to work. I mean, this would be the easiest way to do it, just clone these, but I think with 200 high security guys in a very confined space, I'm asking for trouble if I don't have individual showers. Now you're saying, what do you care? You're still just going to burn the prison. I know, but I kind of want to see if I can get up to 300 prisoners living harmoniously first before we light the fuse and see what happens. So I haven't done much in this episode. I understand that, but understand things are coming. I want to get this episode out to ask you guys for feedback so that I can move forward. So this is going to be a quick little episode, hopefully to push this right out today for you guys so that you guys can give me feedback. I can take that feedback and apply it. I'm going to go ahead and build this prison block out. The next episode will probably be me populating it for you guys. It'll probably partially populate it because it's probably going to take me a little while to get 200 prisoners. So as we reach capacity, I'll probably do one whole episode reporting back on what I've found. We'll probably try to watch how the prison works, see if we have any choke points, see if the canteen might need expanding. A good possibility there. Let's see, 41 families waiting to visit. So there you go. I probably am going to have to expand this. I think I talked about, adding 3 more tables over here, moving security down here. I'll probably do that off camera. No reason you guys have to see that. We'll see. I might even just do a whole building down here again. Security can move. Actually, I could probably just put security right here and use this whole room for visitation. We'll see. Something I'm going to think about. I've got all this money to play with. I'm going to cash that all in. I'm going to do that all off camera. No reason you guys need to see that. Now, if there is things that you guys want to see that I'm just doing off camera, please speak up and let me know. I'm just doing it that way to kind of alleviate you guys' dead time, although I know I'm doing quite a bit of it in this episode. There you go, guys. That's our strategic little huddle up. Let me know how you want to end the series. Let me know how you want me to take the other series. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that when I launch them. But mainly, how do you want to finish this one up? Do you want to burn it to the ground? Like I said, I figure if you guys have better ideas, I figure the best way to do that would be probably to fire all the cooks. I would imagine it would only take about 2 or 3 days before people get hungry, they get angry, they get agitated, and things start to burn. So otherwise, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to wrap this one up and push it out for you guys so I can get that feedback. Hope you're having a good day. I will talk to you soon. Take care.